Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be making some simple flat bit tongs. Let's just jump straight into it. Like in my tapering mini series that I recently just did, I'm going to be using this document again, the forging exercise for blacksmith and farriers, because in here there's some useful information and shows you in a step-by-step way on how to make tongs. I'll link this document again in the description below. Please have a look at it. It is really useful. So let's get some material. So the material I'm going to be using today is 16mm square, and I'm going to cut it 2 bits, 8 inches long or 200mm long. So I'm going to mark my material at 35mm. Just like that. And then with a centre punch, right on the corner, I'm going to put a centre punch mark. So I should be able to feel that ever so slightly on the anvil when I come onto the edge. I'm also going to mark my anvil as well. I'm going to find my 35mm along the edge of my anvil. I'm going to hook my finger on the inside and I'm just going to rest my pen there ever so slightly, run it along. So that's my 35. Then in here it says I need to draw it out to 50. So I'm going to put a 50mm mark as well. So when I come out now, I can feel that on the anvil, but I've also got a second guarantee just to make sure I'm not over. And then that gives me my measurements when I draw out. So that's all the prep and marking out I'm going to do so far. I'm going to be using a pair of 16mm tongs as well to hold everything. So let's get the fire lit and get started. So I've just forged down my first set down. I found my mark, started hammer half on half off blows on here. The next one I'm going to rotate left. I'm going to start forging down our boss section. This though should be 22 by 8mm as it says on here. My second set down for the hinge plate, and that also should be 22mm by 8mm thick. So I'm going to try and get it 22mm wide here and 8mm thick. So first set down and then my second set down. So here we are with our second stage. We've got the first set down, the second set down. In here it asks us to call at 40mm. I'm going to change that a little bit because I find the boss comes out a little bit too long. So I'm going to mark it at 30mm. And all I'm going to do is from the inside here to about there, 30mm. And that's where I'm going to put my centre punch mark. This also acts as a bit of a guarantee that you don't rotate it the wrong way when you come to it. Let's just centre punch that. As per usual, I'm going to put it right on the edge. So when I come out the fire, I can feel that on the corner. Okay, so let's get these hot again, and I'll show you the next step. Now I've roughed out the first few set downs, I've got my first, second and third set down. I can now start focusing on the reins. What you can do is start using the bick and that'll help start drawing out, but I'm going to use a power hammer. So let's get these hot. So this is my reins all nice and drawn out. I've taken the corners off all of these, just so they feel nice in the hands. Measurement wise, I'm looking at about 16mm back of the reins. There's a little bit of material back here, they're a little bit thick, so I don't want them to bind up. And I've drawn them out to a gradual taper to about 8mm down this end. My next step is to start working on the boss end, the working ends of the draw. I'm going to thin out some of this, I'm going to start rounding the boss up, and I'm going to make sure everything's all nice and square. So let's get this all nice and hot and I'll show you how to do the next step. So this is where we're at now. I've taken a rasp and I've rasped this area off here and here just to tidy it all up to make sure everything's flat. So when they rivet together, they move nice and smoothly. My next job is to punch a hole for the rivet to go into. I'm also going to use this bit of 8mm round on one half. I'm going to hammer it through that way and hammer it through that way. Why I say only one half? When they're riveted together, if you did it on both bits, they might be out a little bit. This just guarantees they won't. So when they're together and heated all up, then I'll hammer it that way, then that way, to make sure they're all in line. And then I'll just go through with the jaw open just to refine it. All will come clear as we go through. So let's do the next stage, punching the hole. I have my holes punched and I've also got a cross in one side. My next step is to put my rivet in and actually set my rivet. Once that's set, I'll put my bit of 8mm round in here and then I'll sort out the other side of the jaw so it grips the material nice and tight. To work out material allowance for our rivet, it's 2 times D, 2 times diameter. Got 8mm rivet, so that's 16mm I need sticking out to form my domed head rivet. So let's get started. So we've just riveted it all up, sorted the jaws out, and now for a bit of beeswax. You don't have to beeswax your tongs. It's up to you. I like doing it just because it sort of finishes the job off. Gives it a nice finish and it makes them look really good too. So if you do have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.